Welcome back to another video. We got a few things I wanted to mention in this one. Clarion posted this on Twitter. This is a new healer armor. I'm not sure what this is coming in. Most likely it's probably the intro, I would assume. Now, for years, players have wanted color custom armor sets in the game. We've never gotten it, and here's the reason why. A player asked armor set CC, as in color custom, when? Clarion said, I'd love it, but it doesn't really work with the textures on the models. So unfortunately, CC is not really something in the cards. He also posted this image of the dungeon, which is also going to be linked to the intro. Beautiful place. He also said, updated preview for the new dungeon coming in the intro revamp. As you can see, this is the new dungeon. You can also see him walking. This is not a feature that we get in on the live server. We are not able to walk. But yeah, that is a really nice map. Speaking of nice map, Ericus said, the maps look really good as of late with all the lighting and the environment details. The only problem is the old maps look really inconsistent considering where the new direction's going. Clarion said the old zones are going to be replaced or touched up as we get to them. Earlier he mentioned wanting to have multiple colors for class armors. This is the mage class armor coming with the intro. Very nice. I like the design of that. If you talk to Stretch in the, I forget what this is, trade district or social or somewhere, I forget. Anyways, talk to him, and in the Heromart area, you're going to find a new weapon, the Letem Codex one. Look at this crazy weapon. This comes with the Undead Legion bundle. And then down here, you have another one. This is also part of that same bundle. And this is a really nice looking helm. For the 15 Nulgath Nation bundle, you get this one. This is so nice. I did show this in a previous video, but just wanted to show it again just because it is so cool looking. So definitely very, very nice. But yeah, you can obtain that with the Nulgath one. Now these are for Heromart, which is a website with real life loot. This is the Nulgath Nation bundle, and this is the one that comes with those armor things. So in AQ3D, you get the badge, the Nulgath Nation, you get the title, Gatekeeper of the Abyss, and then the weapon, the Dragon Fiend Blade of Nulgath. I couldn't find this on Heromart, so I don't think that this bundle is available right now, but I might be mistaken. In one of my previous videos, I did mention the Dark Caster that is going to be coming to the game. Clarion confirmed it will be coming with the Legion collection. He said, Dej Maid Celestia, which is the NPC, is currently working on the Legion collection stuff like the class skin with Corrin. The Dej collection this year is a class skin with some other stuff. If you're wondering how far along they are when it comes to the new intro, Clarion mentioned here that they need 2 new maps, cutscenes, and a new monster. Then they'll be able to put it all together. Astra's working on a new monster that'll serve as the boss. Winnie's making a ton of new villager pieces that they can mix and match to populate the area with unique looking villager stuff. And then the Titan, one of the other developers, is working on the class armors, and I did show some of those previously. Jurgen is working on the new maps. A player asked, when will you release the Death Knight class? And Clarion said there are no classes for this foreseeable future. Also stated that he's waiting on the tools so that they can make skins and buff the current classes to make them more fun. Also said doesn't want to flood the game with classes anyways, to be honest, since classes should feel unique and on the same power level. Also stated that skins will probably always be purchased, so it's not something that you'd be able to grind for. So with a lot of people complaining about the inflations, the cost of collections, and other stuff, because we have noticed an ample amount of monetization going into the game, but there is a reason why. So the game is free to play, gonna have to pay money through stuff like cosmetics and services. That way we can keep the gameplay content free. He also stated Legion Sanric will be coming later this month. That actually sounds pretty cool. Now, would you guys like to know how they're going to be proceeding with zones moving forward? This is how. Light, medium, and heavy armors are going to be available in each zone with 4 different color variations, at least 1 weapon of each style. So melee, two-handed, melee, dual-wield, melee, shield, staff, gun, and bow. Use those models to populate the zones with scaled gear. Zora said, scaled gear, and Clarion said, whoops, I misspoke, I meant statted gear. No scaling. Scaling is bad. Now, you guys might not have known this, but Clarion was one of the ones who's advocating for having non-scaling in the game. He doesn't like it any more than we do. But he did state there are some exceptions where scaling makes sense, and that is true. We've also used it when it comes to seasonal zones, because that way everybody, regardless of your level, can play. Stuff like that makes sense. But he said you're constantly going to be getting new gear while you level through zones. Also stating that unique armor sets will still exist. And Clarion reiterated again, the goal moving forward is to have at least 3 base sets for each region moving forward. A light, medium, and heavy. And do 3 other variants of them and use that as the dedicated statted gear drops of each region. So we can have a smoother gear progression for each saga and zone, and they'll match the theme of the saga they are in. Now, Clarion had posted a while ago saying, looking into making some new trade skills today. We'll have more info on that later, where it might be fit into our schedule. So this is something that is a big thing. A lot of people have talked about wanting more trade skills, whether it be lumberjacking or something like that. He mentioned this here. He said our one code, they only have one coder now working for the game. So our one coder is busy with our other stuff right now. We talked about doing alchemy / herbalism, or whatever we call it, the flower picking, so you can make potions useful and craftable. That would be so friggin' awesome. Clarion also said, aside from healer, because it's kind of its thing, kind of want to shift role stuff, like tank, DPS, and healer, so that way you can play damage, DPS, and tank versions of the different classes. So that way we could kind of have like WoW's spec op system, but like within the way AQ3D works. Now, the content we've been getting lately has been very slow, but from what I've been reading, it sounds like there's still a lot of stuff planned for this game, and the devs seem really excited about it too, so this is good news. Let's do a few sets of the day. The first one is this one right here. Beautiful set. Love that. Here's another one. This is actually scary looking, but it's great. Here's a nice clean look. It doesn't use very many pieces, but it doesn't need to. And last but not least, this armor set. I'm actually not sure what the actual armor is, but anyways, the rest of it looks really, really nice. Very good job. And those are the sets of the day. What are you looking forward to the most? Love to hear your feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.